We're here at the AGN. This is the extension that the Perrys are adding to the loft. I'm pretty sure you've seen it in his live videos that he's been putting up the last few days. Oh, this is nice.
I don't like expanded metal. Well, that's what I've always used. But that's why we have to build the trailer, but then this is to support the house.
How long is this?
36.
36 feet?
Yeah.
So that's 1/3 of the size of the current loft?
1/3, yeah.
Okay.
Exactly, so it'll be 3 of these. So you have the existing AGN in the front.
Yeah.
Then we'll have the bridge. So we won't have to use 3 trailers. We'll put a bridge that hooks them together, and then this will be the back trailer. But then you'll basically, if you want to move them, you just take the center one out and just take off with both of them.
Right.
That's the plan. So that way we don't have to build one huge structure that's like permanent, foundation. So that way, we worry about the government coming after us for taxes.
Nice, you guys have this garage. You guys can work here.
You should see the other shop. The other shop's got the dismantled loft in there. We basically took the whole AGN loft apart. My dad's like, "Oh my God, he was gonna have a heart attack." We just destroyed the whole thing. Well, we have to move the walls and what we're doing to make the whole. So then we're 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So this will be one section here.
Yeah.
3 deep. So that's how big the section is gonna be. 12 foot. Every 12 foot. So we moved them from like a 6 foot and a 16 and a 10 footer to 12, 12, and 12. Because when we sorted the old ones, we had the small sorting section. That way we could crawl them in and run them up the chute. Now we don't have to do that. So we want to even the sections out. So all the houses will all be changed in the middle. So that's the plan.
Nice.
And then we'll have, well, I was telling Sykes, so the 12 foot, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, right? So this 12-foot wall will go all the way to the aviary out the front.
Yeah.
Okay, so that you have a 12-foot. So there's 3 sections. The AGN originally, right now, has the center section is the trap, right?
Right.
And those, you can close those doors off. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make all 3 sections exactly the same. You all have antennas. But the only antenna that's going to function would be this one. So when we trap, train, and new birds, those group of birds can come in and stay in that 12-foot section, 12-foot section, 12-foot section, right? So there's 3 groups in a house. So then, when we do race day on the front of the aviary, versus having like what Cuevas has, he has the aviary and it goes into where the doors and he has 2 traps, right?
Right.
We're going to have it to where the aviary has a sliding door. We should have a landing board on the front. This whole, well, if this is an aviary, they'll have this as an aviary. So as soon as the birds walk on here, they walk in, you can close the doors right behind them. And then you can go in and birds can never get out.
Yeah.
So theoretically, we'll have 4 houses identically the same. So just like the AGN now has trap, trap, and trap, and trap, right? So theoretically, we'll leave the open section in the middle open. Birds can come in. If we wanted to go down to that house, you just close it, open the second one, or we just leave them all open like they normally do, and then you can have them trap in each house. But the key thing about it is, once the birds walk into the aviary, you can close the doors behind them.
Oh, nice.
Right now, what we do is we could push it up and slide it down with the rope, and you have a smaller landing board. But this way here, they'll have the landing pad all the way to the whole 144 feet, whatever it's going to be. They can land, they can walk in and go in, and we can walk behind them. So then they'll have an 8-foot to a 12-foot aviary, depending on how, we don't know how it's going to work. But it's going to at least be 8 foot.
Yeah, so for all you folks who haven't been to the AGN and to actually see or, see how the loft looks like.
Before you get it
it's probably hard to understand what Tim was trying to explain, but I can see the planning.
They're going to be there are going to be a couple different features I'm going to put in the loft.
Right.
That way you can manage the birds. And
we'll see here pretty soon.
I'm hoping within 2 weeks to a week we'll have this loft done. One whole loft done.
We're going to see pretty soon here on how the final outcome is going to look.
You'll be in the Philippines,
I'll break my neck before I go on my trip. All right, so that's a little insight on what's going on here at the AGN. Of course, where do we check you guys out at, Tim? Where do we find more information on your loft? Where?
AGNrace.com, boys.
And
Don't forget, we got the New Year's perch fee special, and that ends January 31st. So we take birds February 1st. Don't look like a lot, but we have 3 other houses that we can put the birds in that will be hooked to this, so they just won't have the expansion on them. So we'll be ready to take birds, and it'll be in the 3-phase situation. But don't forget your register on Wind Companion. Jan finally registered last night.
Tell them real quick, what's the promo with the pre-registration?
Pre-registration is basically it's normally $140 a bird up to 3, and then $112 after that. But then again, right now we're going to be $100 per bird or $90. So once you put your 4th bird in, it goes to $90 per bird. It saves you $50.
Okay.
If you put 1 to 3, it saves you $40.
Okay. So send 4 birds in, it'll be $90 each bird if you send $4. That's the best deal.
Yep, that's the
after January 31st.
Goes back up to normal, $140 per bird.
$140 per bird, and you'll get a break if you
put 4 birds.
4 birds, and you get 1 bird free.
Right.
Correct.
Right.
So take advantage of the January special. It comes out to $90 per bird on the perch fee. After January 31st, still a pretty good deal.
Yep.
$140 per bird.
Like I
you
said,
send
we got
4
over
and you get the 5th free.
Prepaid already, which is tremendous. 410 birds, and a lot of my existing guys haven't even signed up a Wind Companion, like Jan So. Jan So has been sitting there waiting. I don't know. He's going on a trip, but we want you guys to plan. So I'm sure 1,000 will be. We were just looking for a 2,000 bird capacity. Our new payout's based on 1,010 birds. And like I said, we moved the schedule up, so we want your birds a little bit earlier this year so we can avoid a faster race, because I know we're at the AGN here, we prove to be good racers, and I want your birds to have a good race. And then we have the 400. So the main thing we're focusing on that 400, and we want to make sure they get enough daylight to get home and the weather's good, so we don't have, I'm not saying a blow home, but there's other races that have had blow homes, and it's just, that's when the year the weather seems to do that. So we try to have it a little bit earlier. We'd have to dodge the heat and the weather, but I think we'll do a good job.
All right. So AGNrace.com or Wind Companion. Yep. As most of you guys know how to navigate through Wind Companion, American Grand National. And if you're on Facebook, they have a new
AGN OLR.
Right. That's a new group.
OLR.
Check that out. AGN OLR. That's where you'll see
to look at some of
the
our
new
breeder
updates.
Spotlights too. We have some breeder spotlights. The guys have been prepaying.
Yeah.
Give a little biographic of how they got in the sport and a little bit about them. I like to put a face with a name, so that way when you get in the AGN, you get to see who you're competing against.
Yeah.
Kind of what we do.
Okay. So that old group of American Grand National, that's no longer.
It's still working.
It's still there, but they put all their updates on the new group, AGN OLR. Okay.
Yeah.
So check them out. This is Tim Perry, and we're gonna sign off.
All right,
this is
have a
the
great day.
Stallion. Later, guys.
Bye.